right. I am live. You are probably expecting Jessie to be here as well. And she will be. She got caught in traffic. I sent her. We got a... all right, what had happened was... All right. Oh, I am live. I'm going to close that. Because... I'll go back to it, though. Because I need to make sure that the stream is working. Let me do that, though, so that we don't have to worry about any of that kind of crud nuggets. All right. So, basically, what is happening here... Jessie will be here in just a few minutes. We got a post on Facebook that some friends of ours from church are running a yard sale, and Jessie is not. She used to be. She used to be the perennial yard saler. She would go and find deals and do all kinds of stuff. She doesn't do that so much anymore, but she does love a good yard sale. And some friends of ours from church were running a yard sale. They're trying to. They're going to be moving soon and moving house and all that kind of stuff. So they're trying to raise some extra money, getting rid of some stuff at the same time. And so we both figured we need to support them. So went ahead and sent her to do that, and that was at like 10:15. And she was like, "I can get there, I can get back." Traffic, and then she wanted to stop and get us a coffee treat at Dutch Bros. So, and then the line at Dutch Bros, which is usually lightning fast, is going molasses in January slow today. So it is what it is. She is on the way back, though. She will be here soon. Don't leave me because the better half of the stream is about to show up here in a little bit. So just hold on to your hats, kids. It's gonna get better. So anyway, let's see here. Great, Karen is here. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Tom and Kabuki Kid are here. Both of our moderators. Thank you so much. Audio and video are good. Thank you for letting me know that, Tom. I appreciate it. The Whoopsick is here. Hello. Good to see you, Sam. Good to see you, too. Kabuki says hello, hello. Gunnar Joannison, have you left Mythic Games? Oh, yeah. Wow. Let me catch you up. Yeah, I haven't worked for Mythic Games since... Oh my goodness. I think the end of May 2022 was the last that I worked for. Maybe it was June. May, June, July. Yeah. May or June 2022 is when I stopped working for Mythic Games. I've since worked for Monster Fight Club for a while, for a good season. And now I'm just on my own. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. We have some long-term goals that are being put into motion. This is the channel is one of our short-term goals, and it's running pretty well. We're up over 5,500 subscribers in just a short amount of time. So I can't really take a lot of the credit there. A lot of that is based upon the I guess notoriety, is that the right word, that I gained from being with the Dice Towers. So kind of still, there's times where I feel like I'm kind of still on their coattails a little bit, and I don't want to be. They're doing a great job without me, and I super loved my time there, but I am trying to do my own thing now, and I don't want to. Still great guys, and I still love doing stuff with them. Go to Dice Tower West. Going to be going to the Dice Tower Cruise in January, so I'm looking forward to that. And they're all my, I still consider them my friends and all that kind of thing. But I want to get to the point where I don't have to. I don't mind saying it, but I don't need to say formerly with the Dice Tower. But again, they're such a big channel, and they're such a great group of guys and gals that I don't mind saying that, because I do enjoy being loosely, or should I say, having that friendly affiliation, because I'm not officially affiliated with the channel, but they're my friends. So there's that. I guess that was a long drawn out question to. No, I don't work for Mythic any longer. I have moved on from there. So there you have it. Daniel Kramer is here. Hey Sam, you ever play solo games? Thoughts on some favorites? I have actually started playing some solo games, Daniel, because I find myself in a situation to where I need to get games played, and there aren't always other people that can take time out of their schedule to play games with me. I mean, my wife is one of the first ones. Jessie's one of the first ones that'll play games with me, and we can do that 2-player. But she has she's the director of a child care center in town, and so she's got to work as well. So there's a lot of time where it's just me and the dog, and he doesn't have opposable thumbs, so he can't play very well. So I got to play solo games so I can teach myself the games, so that then I can teach them to other people. So I have been playing more solo games or solo modes recently. The only absolutely solo game that I've played recently is Resist from 25th Century Games. I really enjoyed that one. It is a solo only game. But I have also played the solo mode for After Us recently. I've played the solo mode for Resurgence recently. I did the solo mode for Stone Spine Architects, doing the review for that game, getting ready for the review of that game. Let's see, I'm looking over at the games that I have played over there. And I guess those are the ones that are of note right now. I'm looking. I can't see any other. Can't see any of the other solo modes that I've played right off the bat. But those are of note, and those are all good. I enjoyed all of them. So they didn't take away from the game at all. One of the things that I like when I play a solo mode of a game, and the reason I say the word mode there is because it's actually a multiplayer game that has the ability to play solo in it. So if I'm playing a solo mode, I want it to be very much like the experience that I will have with the multiplayer. I don't want it to be totally different, which sometimes it is. So so far, I've come across solo modes that do not differ widely from the multiplayer experience, which I enjoy. So there's that. Let's see here. It is working. We see and hear you. It's working. All right, cool. Whoopsick, Daniel Gunner. All good to see you, Daniel Kramer. I'll hold out for Jessie. All right, that's awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Oh man. My grandmother used to be obsessed with yard garage sales. Hey, yo, Jessica Davis. Hey, yo, what's up, Jess? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. Roger Komasu, hello, all. Good to see you. Going back to Kabuki, I've never been a yard saler. Now, there have been times where I've wanted, I was looking for certain specific things, and I would go to huge yard sales. But just so that I could look for those specific things. But more often than not, I'm not a huge yard sale person. When I lived in Korea, furniture was actually something that we would go pick up off the side of the road, because the way, well, at least my perception of it, well, there's the garage door is opening, so that means Jessie is home. She's going to be coming through this door because she's coming through the garage, because we have the dog in here. He is already up and wondering what's going on. So being the great faux guard dog that he is. But he's going to be moving around a little bit. Anyway, going back to Korea, we actually pick up furniture because the perception, at least from my end, is that when you replace your furniture in Korea, you replace it all, whether it needs to be replaced or not. And so that generated a lot of really nice furniture just being thrown away. And furniture in Korea is not cheap, so we used to do that, and we got some really nice furniture doing that. But that's adjacent to... go ahead, come on in.
Hi.
Hi. Yes.
Take.
Got it. Come on in, have a seat. She's here, everyone. We are live. So don't say anything or do anything strange.
Well, that would be everything I do.
But that's adjacent to yard sailing. I was telling them all about your adventures this morning. Yeah. So what did we get?
Coffee.
We didn't get anything at the yard sale.
I did. I bought the lamp. I bought a beanbag chair for work, and then I bought.
You didn't get the fuzzy fold-up?
That was gone. It was already gone. But I happily donated some cash to a couple of our friends.
That's good. That's good.
But I will say, that brought my stress level through the roof.
Dutch Bros did.
Dutch Bros, I was fine until then. I swear, every person in front of me had like 30 cups of coffee. And they just sat there. And then there was the guy in front of me with the revvy engine. Rin, 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 rin. And the gas fumes come into my car. I almost wanted to cry. Caused me stress.
Goose brava. Goose.
No, it was the gas fumes from the car with the giant muffler that he just sat there the entire time in front of me. Oh, and by the way, I was first in front of him. So as I'm coming in line, he jams up. And I was like, well, I guess I get to sit behind you.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And then, the whole time I'm like, I'm going to slightly get angry. I didn't love him. That's me stressed. That's my stress face.
This is Jessie stressed.
Yeah.
You get
it doesn't happen very often. I mean, it does. It does.
But
that was my, I was like, oof, I need to go back to my Gone with the Wind moment.
Please, no. I don't know what it was. I think she had a dream about Gone with the Wind last night, and she woke up talking about it.
I did.
She came back in the room
3 times.
3 times. Oh, I didn't finish. Let me finish the story.
Wait,
and I'm like,
let
I've
me
seen
really
the
tell you what's
movie.
happening.
I know what it is.
But the book.
And she's given this like dissertation.
He said I was giving a book report.
Yeah, I said I didn't ask for a book report, so thank you. But I think if she put it down, that might have been New York Times editorial column, caliber.
Go away. I don't even want you.
Jessica Davis is here.
Hey!
So she's up. So thank you. Roger Komasu says hello. Tom says, I had a cousin whose wife would do all her gift shopping at yard sales, and you could tell.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's probably... Okay. I mean, it's thrifty. It's thrifty. But if you could tell...
Then that's not a good
That's
buy.
not okay.
You can find some great stuff at yard sales. But you got to be picky. And you got to really look for it. Like one of the things I bought was a set of the Owl Diaries books. Set books 1 through 7. They're kids' books. But they're set 1 through 7. But they were brand new. So I can take them to my school and use them.
That's cool.
You can find some great stuff at yard sales. So, in my past, I used to be an extreme couponer.
Yes.
Like extreme. And not, I mean, I didn't have a TV show on whatever channel had the extreme couponers, but I kind of was that person. So, hitting yard sales for good buys and things like that, I am kind of a fan of.
Yeah, that's cool. So Kabuki is complaining about the heart emoji that is permanently hanging over the live chat and has come on fairly recently. It's not on my live chat, so I don't know what's happening there.
I don't know.
I apologize for it.
For a heart?
But I don't know how to fix it. Jacob Nasrallah.
I used to work with Jacob.
He says, hello, Jessie and Sam. So, hello.
He's a great teacher.
Let's see. Not that we don't love Sam, though. Just don't like where it is. Talking about, that's a response to Kabuki about the heart emoji.
Is it like over your face?
Yes.
Really?
No. It's in live chat, I guess.
Oh, I was like, it's over your face?
I have no clue. Peaceful Dragon says, good morning, Sam. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. This is a good morning because we are not doing it at 8 o'clock.
I like the 8 a.m. I'm not stressed.
No.
11 o'clock, I'm like at a different level.
No. Do you want me stressed, or do you want Jessie stressed? Almost got it. Oh,
no, you did not.
Just made. I think Bjorn is part mountain goat. He gets scared really easily.
He faints.
He faints. There is a fly. We are going through the fly-demic right now in the Wenatchee Valley, and there are flies everywhere. And I'm looking at one on our door jamb right over there that goes into where our water heater is. And I want to get up and go over there and smack it, but I can't because I'm doing this with you, gentle folk. So if you see me smacking myself or you see me waving this thing around, that's what's happening. I'm not going crazy. Let's see here. Since you're, let's see. I get it. You're in a new stage of life career. Yep, that's correct. Board Game Queens says, since your chair color matches your shirt color, it looks like you have really hunched shoulders. It doesn't actually match. This is just like a really dark blue. My shirt is a really dark blue, and this is like a black chair. So I get it's close. I get it. I'm sorry. But, yeah, we'll do that. Zexto says, hello, everyone. Good to see you. Roger Komasu says, hey, Sam, I was thinking of buying Lords of Waterdeep with the expansions, but I wonder if it is there a game with newer mechanisms that does the same as Lords of Waterdeep, but better? Man, I haven't played Lords of Waterdeep in so long. I couldn't tell you. Lords of Waterdeep was, is one of JT's favorite games, and he has a blinged out version of it.
Shut up, puppy.
Really, Strider? That was like, oh, and I guess Strider is. We need to get that mountain goat out of Bjorn because.
Gosh, what is going on today?
I think Bjorn needs just lay
Maybe he needs to take
just
a nap.
lay.
He can't. He's not on camera.
That's fine. He will be when we start doing unboxings. He will be. But so I really, it's been so long since I played it. I would be loath to give a comment on that because I don't want to say something that is incorrect. And I mean, I get the idea. You're going around, you're picking up these different kinds of people, and you're using those people to go on quests in Waterdeep and all that kind of stuff. So it has a real strong D&D flavor to it. But I don't want to say, well, just play a dungeon crawler, because that's a different kind of game. So JT really would be the better person.
I was going to say, maybe ask that.
Question.
You can ask JT.
You know, we'll try to come back, or maybe we'll have JT on. And weekends are really hard for Q&As. And that kind of, well, no, just to have, like, if we wanted to have JT come over for a Q&A, that would be something we should do.
We will ask a question to JT, and we will get back to you. How about that?
Yeah, we'll report back. Loved your Zulu Spotlight, Jacob said. You did. That is my home game store for playing Battletech. That's cool.
Nice.
They are super important to making sure that scene is alive. That is cool. He does. Matt is doing such a great job. He was telling me that they were also doing some summer camps this year.
Oh, fun.
For kids to come in
and
play board games.
Oh, I love it.
So that's a great idea. That's a really cool thing. But he also does, and one of the things we talked about on the Spotlight was how you slot in those different communities. Because you really, people talk about the board game community. And sometimes when they say that, they're being really inclusive. They're talking about Warhammer. They're talking about board games. They're talking about role-playing games. They're lumping all of that into this community, but you can't do that because his facility has a capacity of, I think, around 2 to 250 or something like that. And so if you have multiple communities that are using the same night, you'll be over capacity. It's too many people, and so you really have to slot these things in. The cool thing about Zulus is that they're not restricted to just their store location. They also have an event center that's like right down the road, a couple blocks down the road. And so they're able to host like Pokemon events and MTG events down there, and then keep the store proper and do other things over there. So it's a really cool thing to have that. and they're very close together. Zulu's is a great place. Matt's a great guy.
So nice.
And they're doing a really good job there.
We have not had a chance to eat the food, though.
I have.
You had some? Did you have the poutine fries?
It was... No, I didn't have the poutine. I didn't have the poutine, but...
There's not a lot we can eat right now, as far as...
Oh, I didn't stay with my menu when I ate there. I can't remember what... I think I had the something or other tater tots. And it was... No, it was the chicken tenders, but it had the Korean barbecue flavor. I think that's what it was. Like not the barbecue flavor.
Sounds good.
The red bean.
I'm a little self-conscious today.
The red chili pepper flavor, the spicy stuff, the stuff that you can't.
Don't need it.
But it was super good. It was super good, and it reminded me of Snakes and Lattes when I went to Snakes and Lattes in Toronto. And that's the first time I started liking Brussels sprouts, because they had a roasted Brussels sprouts dish, and I was like, "Holy cow, this is so good!" But it's that kind of thing. If you can go to a place, if you can get your place at the spot where your food is even just as good as a restaurant, not even better. It just has to be about the same. If you can get your food to that level, your people will just stick around. And they'll spend money at your store instead of going to a restaurant and spending money. So it's a great model that he has done very well at. And I can't wish him any more of the best than I already do, because he's doing a great job, and his heart is where I think your heart needs to be in order to do it right and to do it well. He's very centric on community and giving people another place to call home. That's not home, and it's not business. It's the third place model, and that's what you should be doing. And that's what he's doing. So far, the two spotlights that I've done on the channel, Night Watch Games in San Antonio, they follow the same model. They want to give you a home away from home.
Right.
They're not as deep into the food offering aspect as I think Zulu's is. Zulu's has hired like an actual chef. That curates their menu and their recipes and all that kind of stuff. So they're a little bit not as far down that road. And then Zulu's also has like, I think 16 different IPAs, locally brewed IPAs. Oh, nice. A lot of non-alcoholic drinks as well. So like Zulu's has gone full bore down that road, and they're doing it right. Night Watch Games is less on the food aspect, although they do have a really good menu. It's just not as extravagant as Zulu's is, but they're both doing it the right way, in my opinion. So thank you, Jacob, for saying that. If you haven't watched that video, give it a look. It's not very long. It's about 20 minutes long, and especially if you're in the Pacific Northwest, they're worth a 3-hour drive.
Oh yeah,
they're worth a 3-hour drive, which is what it would be for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they're worth going over there. Let's see here. Kabuki Kid says, for me, nothing has properly replaced Lords of Waterdeep. Well, there you go.
See, there's the answer.
There you go. I think people say Yido is more complicated Lords of Waterdeep, but I've never played it. Okay. Tom says, hello, Jessie. The Whoopsick says, hello, Jessie. Jessica says, hello, Jessie.
I already said hi to you.
Jessie's time to vent.
I'm done. I'm fine. I did have to vent when I came in. That was very much so.
Actually, Kabuki, that's one of the things that I used to go to yard sales for. I used to go to yard sales for video games. Because video games were stupid expensive. And I was like, I'm going to go pick up something that... And that's how I would get my video games most of the time. I think I bought Skyrim out of the store because I'm that dumb. But, yeah.
My go-to was always books.
Shocker.
I know. What did I buy today? Books.
Crazy concept to replace all of your furniture just because you were replacing one thing. Well, again, that was the perception. Usually if you were replacing something in your house, you got rid of the other part. Like if you're buying a new couch because you just wanted a new couch, you didn't wait until the old couch was unusable. You just bought a new couch. And so the couch that you had that was still in good shape, you put that on the road and somebody else comes and picks it up, or the trash people take it away. Oak Johns, which is like...
I don't know. Oak.
Yeah, I'm about to explain it. Oak Johns, which were basically big... what do they call it? The line of which... Wardrobe. They're those big wardrobe things that you are like closets.
Yes.
And then they have drawers in the bottom. That's what an oak john basically is. But that's the main... Most of the time you don't have closets in your apartment or your house. In Korea, you have a little bit extra room. Instead of making a closet, they just make the room that much bigger, and you put oak johns in part of the room. And it's these big wardrobes. They are stupid expensive when you buy them brand new. And so when people replace them, the ones that they have, if they're not torn up, if they're not unusable, they're in good shape.
Right.
Because they're not something that you really move around a lot. So anyway, that's the kind of stuff. I mean, but I don't know that the concept is you replace everything at once, but you replace everything of that item and you just get all brand new. Like if it's in one room, some rooms would have 3 oak johns in it. And so if you replace one of them, you're not going to keep the other 2. You're going to get rid of all 3 of them. So you have to buy all 3 of them. So there's 3 usable oak johns.
I've never heard the expression oak johns before.
Well, it's because it's a Korean word. It's a Korean word. Oak john.
That's
oak
so
john.
high. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've never heard this
Oak
before
john.
in my
Yeah,
life.
and it just...
Wardrobe.
I don't know what it literally means, but it's basically a wardrobe.
Okay.
I don't know what the actual definition of that word is. But it's basically a wardrobe.
I've never heard it.
Kabuki Kid says, hey Jesse. Whoopsick says, hey Jesse. I'm gonna slightly get angry. Kabuki laughed at that. Jesse, I spelled that wrong. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We said it right. I think the streamer has the option to turn off those emoji things. Oh. Do I? I have an ad reaction. Oh wait, maybe I can go into the live streamer and...
I'm going to drink my coffee while he figures out. I don't drink coffee, but it's tea.
Create high video, add stream marker, share. Nope, I don't see it anywhere. I'll look into it though. I'll look into it. Oh wait, settings, channel levels. I don't know. I don't want to try to mess up anything right now. So, there you go. All right, going back. Oh, there's the emojis. Oh, look at those.
Oh, there are hearts.
Look at that. Oh, celebrate good time. Come on. Anyway. Let's see here. Moving on. Really? You don't see it hovering up and above where you enter chat? No, I don't.
Enter chat.
I don't see anything. I wish I could take I could take a screenshot, but
or
you
have
wouldn't be
her
able
take a
to see
screenshot so we can...
How is she going to send it to us?
I don't know.
She's not going to be able to
I'm not smart.
Are you on a PC or Windows? No, I am on a MacBook. I don't. So maybe it's different for PC. Basically on the bottom line of text in the chat. Nope. Weird. Nope. I'm on my iPhone. Okay. Might not affect phones. Consider yourself spared. Champion of Midgard is supposed to be very Lords of Waterdeep 2. Okay, well, if that's the case, then I would absolutely all day long and twice on Sunday replace Lords of Waterdeep with Champions of Midgard. So if that's the case, then that's your Huckleberry. Champions of Midgard replaces, in my opinion, Lords of Waterdeep. If what Kabuki Kid is saying is true, and I know she's just saying what other people have said, so if that is the case, though, I would agree with that. But I'm not going to say that because it's been so long since I played Lords of Waterdeep. Holger is here. Holger was here yesterday as we were playing EOS. I remember his name,
nice.
So welcome. So when is Jessie doing her top 100?
I don't have 100.
She doesn't
I
have
have been
100.
making a list. I have been making a list. I think I have 50.
She has been curating her list. And
I don't have them in order yet, but I have a list of 50.
She's working on it slowly on purpose. because JT and I are in the middle of doing our top 100. Yeah. And we've already decided that when JT and I get done with our top 100, she's going to do her top 50.
Yeah. I told him we could save it for a rainy day. We'll record it. We'll just keep it in the background for any day. He doesn't have a video that he can like have it ready to go.
Just gonna do it. 5 videos coming up soon. I'll be sitting here with
5 videos.
her.
Oh no. It's gonna be like one video.
Stop. 3 ads. No thanks. No, I don't need. Skip that ad. All right. That's one thing that I am trying to do. There's 2 things I'm trying to do with ads midstream. I don't believe that I can not have midstream ads on live, midstream ads on live videos anymore, because I don't think they're giving me that. But they're giving me a lot of options to mitigate how much that happens. So these are the settings that I've used right now. It's 1 every 30 minutes, and they're only skippable. I'm not allowing on the lives. I'm not allowing any non-skippable ads. So I'm trying to help you out. I do still. I still. It is a revenue maker for us. So I don't want to not do it, but I want to make it as user-friendly as possible. So those are the 2 things that I've done for the lives. There you go. And then on most of my other videos, I won't have midstream videos or mid-video videos. Your recorded videos. Ads or whatever. So there you go. So Sam, can you post the email for sending you game store info? Yes. Just send it to, I'll put it here in the chat. Oh crap, what did I just do? Escape that. You broke it. I will put the channel, it's just Flipside obg@gmail.com. I just put it in the chat. So you can send us game store info that way. Absolutely. And we'll put it on the list. We don't really have the chance to go on a whole lot of road trips, especially now that the school year has started. But we'll still be trying to do that as much as possible. And if I find a store that's like, wow, this is a cool store. And by the way, that's the only spotlights that I'm doing. I'm not gonna if I don't like a store for one reason or another, it doesn't mean, first of all, that I'm never going to go back there.
Oh, gosh.
It just means that, if I think that they can be doing something better here or better there or better this, I'm not going to spotlight a store and then slam them for doing it the wrong way. That's not who we do. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm going to do, though, is if I find a store that I'm like, wow, they do this really well, and they do this really well, and wow, they're doing that really well too, and they're kind of like a pillar in the community, that I'll spotlight them, because I want to shed light on the stores that I see are doing it the proper way. Right.
On that note,
go ahead.
I got a message last night from my mom. My mom is visiting Ketchikan, Alaska. My parents took the ferry up to Ketchikan, Alaska. Sam makes the face when I say that. But they took the ferry up to Ketchikan, Alaska, and they're spending a couple of weeks up there. And my mom sent me a picture last night, so I know that she was thinking about us.
Yeah.
She said, you should check out this game shop, and sends us like a picture of the name of the game shop in Ketchikan, Alaska. And I said, sounds great. How do you expect me to do that when I'm here in Wenatchee? And her response was, I don't know. Can't you do that on the internet or something? Yeah. You know what to do. Yep. Can't you do that? It made me smile. It also made me know I love my mom. She doesn't quite understand what we do. She
does. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
That's her thing. Oh, really?
Oh, really? Wow. Oh,
okay.
really?
Oh, really?
So, but it was really, I actually thought it was really sweet. She said, you should check out this game shop.
Yeah, what was it called? It was called
Gateway Games
in Ketchikan, Alaska. So if you're in Ketchikan, go check it out.
Yeah, because my mom said we should.
Mother-in-law approved.
And I'm sure they went in and played some games. I mean,
no, they did not.
No, they didn't.
Guaranteed.
They saw the word games and took a picture of
their logo. Their logo looks like a
pirate flag.
Yeah,
Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger. Yeah.
Hey, look at me! I knew words.
There you go.
I need more of my tea.
Let's see here. Kabuki Cat says, but Yito is one that I heard people say they love. That is Water DP2, supposed to be a bit heavier, so also never played it. Okay. Yeah, I've already put the email down there for you, flipsideobg@gmail.com. And just, you know, in the comment line or the title, just put, you know, store info. Go check the store out or whatever. And we'll go there. Vanessa Garreton is here. Good afternoon, everyone, she says. Vanessa G just finished up playing some pickleball.
Ooh.
And then she puts a tennis emoji on there.
No, well, you gotta have the racket. It's not really a...
That's a tennis emoji. That is a tennis ball with a tennis racket.
It could be a pickleball racket.
That is not a pickleball racket. Pickleball rackets are not like this. They're hard.
You don't know if it's meshy or not on that emoji.
I can see the mesh.
No.
I can see the strings. I've never played pickleball. I could be
wrong. But pickleball is becoming a big thing. I thought
a pickleball racket was like a huge like ping pong ball paddle. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like it's hard or wood
I think
something.
That,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Everybody and their mother plays pickleball up here.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Jacob says, have you had a chance to play Age of Innovation? No, I have not. Nope.
Jacob was teaching 5th grade when I was teaching 3rd grade. We were in the same building.
He was teaching what?
5th.
5th.
Weren't you 5th? I think so.
And you were teaching what?
3rd.
3rd and 5th.
That was fun.
Thanks for sending the package, really, Josh says. Joshua, got it. Just wanted to let you know I got it, and that popcorn is good.
Yes.
That popcorn is from a fundraiser that our daughter Daphne did for her color guard. So in order
to a big box of that.
We bought a whole box of that stuff.
It's so good.
It's good stuff. I ate the
In Queso Fire.
Yeah, in Queso Fire last night, and really nice.
I don't even remember the name of the company. It's good popcorn, but it's literally a fundraiser.
Has the bag right in front of him.
It's a fundraiser popcorn, but it was good.
Yeah, we sent out the... Tom says Champions has the worker placement, but you're not really collecting the cubes for quests like Lords of Waterdeep. Well, you still have to collect dudes. More Vikings to go on your trip, to go on your boat and stuff like that. So
I'm messaging my daughter to come get the cat.
See the thing. Oh, is the cat in there?
I don't know.
I swear that cat.
Meow. 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 Stop, both of you. Meow. Stop. See my stress level again? You're meowing. Stop.
What's doing, dude? Say, why you sound like a cat, Papa? That's Strider's voice, by the way. Let's see here. Okay, got popcorn. Oh, Kabuki Kid says, I bought Skyrim like 4 times. Bought it on multiple systems, and again, to get the complete version, too. Oak John, yes, never heard of that. Interesting, yeah. Oak John. A chifferobe? Chifferobe? Sounds like a chifferobe. What is a chifferobe?
That's another...
Oak John, is that like a wooden toilet? No! No! Ads on live streams are annoying. I know, Vanessa, I'm sorry. I try to keep it as non-invasive as possible. Thank you for that word. I appreciate that word. That's a good word.
I look at the camera and I'm like, maybe Dante was right today.
No, Dante's not usually right. Apparently the solution is to go to the stream settings on YouTube, click the edit button, go to the customization section, and uncheck the box next to live reactions.
Do you want to copy that? Do you want me to write that down for you?
Sure, write that down.
Because I won't remember that. That's just a valid point.
And there you go.
Read it again.
All right, my stenographer is taking care. Go to stream settings. Not Steam settings.
It doesn't matter what I write. I know.
Click the edit button. This is riveting content.
I know, seriously. Go faster.
Go to the customizations section.
Go.
And uncheck the box next to live reactions. Okay, live reactions, that okay, will stick. Because next time we set up a live stream, I'll unclick live reactions.
Got it. Thank you.
Vanessa says, I'm hoping to visit Alaska next summer. Thanks for throwing the pen on the floor. The long walk to Alaska, LOL. Karen says, fantastic store in Bremerton.
Ooh.
Blue Sky Hobbies.
We could go visit.
Bremerton,
we have people.
California?
Bremerton, Washington?
Or
Bremerton,
Washington.
California.
I think there's a Bremerton, California.
I'm sure there's a Bremerton multiple places. Which Bremerton should we be visiting?
Daniel Kramer says it's the closest you can get to the pickleball of the choices in her defense.
See?
Thank you, Daniel. If you go to Alaska, Sweden is not that far away. Come over on some fika. We have great game stores as well.
Oh, I would love to go to Sweden.
I guess if you go over the top of the world and not around the side of it,
fast.
it's not that far. I don't know that I would survive that walk.
I can't even.
Waiting. Come on.
Walk.
That'd be something.
You won't even.
It was between a tennis racket or a badminton racket. The tennis racket was closer.
See?
Cool, Vanessa. Awesome. Gotta go to lunch now. Meow. All right. See you, Vanessa. Bye-bye. A chifferobe. It's what you described, a wardrobe with doors and a set of drawers, too. All right. There you go.
Chifferobe's a good word.
When I hear chifferobe, I always think of To Kill a Mockingbird. I can feel this stupid fly on my head again. Gosh, freaking thing. I hate it. I hate flies. I don't hate a whole lot of things in life, but I hate flies. I think that is the first time I ever saw that word.
He's going to land on
and
the...
had to learn
If
about
you
it
see
when I
a
read
big
it.
fly on our screen, he's actually trying to land on the lens.
Best book of 2023.
Oh, I haven't read any new books.
All right, best book that you read in 2023. How's that? You've read some books.
I liked The Great Alone by Hannah McDonald. I'm totally going from memory. That's a great one.
She also makes great cheeseburgers.
Hannah McDonald?
I don't know. See? Get it? Come on.
I don't know. That was really good.
All right, I'm going to do something.
But it's not a newer book. What else have I read that is new? I have a whole list of books on my desk and a stack of books by my bed, and that was a really fun read. I've reread a couple of my favorites this morning. Sam already told you. I was talking about Gone with the Wind, and it really made me want to reread it. What else did I read? I'd have to look over my notes because I read a lot, but I liked that one. There was another one I really liked. I'll come up with it in a few minutes.
Yep. Kabuki Kid says, LOL, I want the fly to land on the lens. Kaiju fly!
Big giant.
You have an industrial grade fly swatter over there. Yes,
It's
I
like
do.
a zappy zap.
This is a zappy zap one, and this one's cool because Strider really likes it.
Loves it.
Because not only can we kill the flies, we can also barbecue them for him.
It actually
And
makes
then
a
they drop to the floor and he licks them up. And it actually, you can smell it as well. So it does a great job. Let me just tell you, it does a great job.
Strider stuff.
Let's see here. Do you miss the dice tower, Sam? Well, okay, here's the thing. Do I miss doing what I do within the context of doing it with a bunch of dudes that I get along with and ladies that I get along with and I have fun being around? Yeah. I miss that aspect of it. Do I miss Florida? No. Like capital N, capital O. No. I do not miss the weather. I do not miss the heat. I do not miss the...
Isn't heat part of the weather?
No, it deserves its own category. As well as I don't miss the humidity either. I miss none of those things. I don't miss living in Florida. I don't miss any of that. I miss a lot of the people that are still there. Mm-hmm. I miss a lot of the people. people I used to go to church with, people I used to pal around with, people that I served with, taught with, whatever. Miss all those people. Do not miss Florida at all. So in that sense, do I miss? Yeah, it was a great job to have, and I loved working with all those guys.
And you still have very good friendships with all of them.
Absolutely. So do I miss it in that I want to go back and do it again, and I would uproot my life here to go? No, I wouldn't do that, because I very much enjoy my life here. But do I miss those good times? Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, they're super nostalgia. Super nostalgia. So, yeah. Strider, lay down.
Because he won't listen to me.
Lay down. Well, one of the reasons why I think is because
I know.
The kitty. Let's see here. Never read Gone with the Wind. Just saw the movie. In and out, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. What? You're done. You don't have to read 50,000 pages of black and white text.
I just looked this up this morning.
52 hours.
If I wanted to listen to it on Audible.
52 hours. If you prop your eyelids open, Tom and Jerry style, so you stay awake for 2 days. And 4 hours, you can be done with Gone with the Wind.
I was on a Gone with the Wind rampage.
Or
it's my choice for movie night next week.
Watch.
Maybe I choose
You pull out another 3-hour movie?
No, you pulled out 3-hour movies. The Avengers
Only
are 3
after
hours.
you did.
Avengers are 3 hours.
Only, yeah, but okay.
No.
We have to have this conversation. We have to have this conversation.
No.
A 3-hour action movie is much different than a 3-hour old drama. Much different. Like, humongously different. Like, it's huge different. Because in an action movie, you've got action that's breaking it up and making time seem to go faster.
Maybe it's even longer. It might even be a longer movie than that.
Oh,
they used to have an intermission, and it was like an all-day event.
Yeah, we all know about them. Okay, I have to let the furry one free. So, riff on it.
I'm just saying.
Look out.
I'm looking how long it is. You almost spilled my tea. 3 hours and 58 minutes, honey.
You're going to come. And you're going to lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
That's my max.
Ow.
3 hours and 58 minutes. The chaos in my house. Shut the door.
I am. You're going to do it.
Okay, I'm going to share a story just because it made me laugh, and I'm a little self-conscious about it. Dante this morning, my son, my 14-year-old, says, "Mom, did you sleep well?"
Lay down.
And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he goes, "Oh, I can tell." I said, "How can you tell?" "How can you tell?" And he said, "Because of your hair." And it took me like a good 2 minutes solid to go, "But I've already showered."
Yeah, not to mention the fact that his hair looked like it had gone through a freaking hurricane, and he's sitting there ragging on her hair, and I'm like, dude, check yourself, man. What in the world?
He's like, "It's puffy, so I thought you must have slept well from that."
Be any more rude. He didn't mean to be rude.
He
but
didn't mean to be rude.
That just are super rude, and he doesn't realize they're super rude because that's not where his mind's going.
I think Dante is incredibly smart. Incredibly smart. Book smart.
And we've had we've had this discussion that a lot of the times people that are super smart.
Yeah, but sometimes the things he says are just like, dude, you can't say that.
No. Oh, crud. It's dry. It's dry. No worries.
Oh,
All right. So Kabuki Kid says, yes, my boyfriend used to live in Florida and loved the weather. I'm opposed.
Ew, yes.
I am super opposed to Florida weather. Do not like it at all. Board Game Queen says, yeah, I don't think I could stand living in Florida. I'm not talking about anything along any other lines than the weather. The weather, I absolutely dislike. The heat, the the fact that it will rain at the drop of a hat, because most of the cities there will create their own systems. I read an article about that where the heat bouncing off the roofs of the buildings creates. But anyway, it does all of that, but the humidity. You walk outside and you feel like you have syrup on your arms. It's just disgusting. I am very much. I will take 2 feet of snow that I have to go out and shovel any day of the week if it means that I don't have to go through Florida humidity ever again. I'll take it. I will, absolutely. And, you know, I feel like that guy sitting at the table on that meme changed my mind because you're not going to. Period. End of discussion. Barbie or Oppenheimer?
Oh, as far as movies.
What other realm, what other context are those 2 words going to coincide?
I went with Barbie the toy.
Well, yeah, and then Oppenheimer the toy?
I don't know.
Of course they're talking about the movie.
I did not see Barbie.
Did not see Barbie. Have no intention to go see Barbie.
I'm sure that'll happen.
Do not want to go see Barbie.
Sure it'll happen.
I will jam an ice pick underneath my fingernails instead of going to see Barbie.
We did go see Oppenheimer.
We did go see Oppenheimer, and I was unpleasantly surprised at a lot of the scenes that they decided that they were pivotal in understanding Dr. Oppenheimer.
We brought our kids.
And we had our kids with us because we were like, star-studded cast.
Right. Historical relevance.
We you know, our kids need to know about this person and this story and what he created and what he was part of bringing into the world. Not that he would have been, if he didn't do it, somebody else probably would have, but in my opinion. But I wanted to, well, first of all, my fault for not checking the things out first. That's my fault as a parent. I should have checked, and I didn't check, but really unnecessary scenes.
Yeah, it didn't add anything to the story.
Didn't add anything that a more subtle, dramatic portrayal could have easily covered the same stuff. But other than that, I thought it was a very, a very good movie.
Yeah,
I thought it was a very good movie. But I will say that I wish I had done my homework before, because I wouldn't have
That was kind of surprising.
Let's see here. Let's see here. People said they're fine with visiting.
Yes, I visit Florida. I have visited Florida.
Mitchell Hall says, that's why I'm glad I live in Michigan. Weather is much better than Florida.
Yeah.
I'll take snow and cold over heat and humidity.
Yeah, totally. My kid's grandfather lives
3 hours and 58 minutes.
That's what I just said.
No.
You can't say no.
Oh, well, that's true. I can't. But nearly 4 hours. Just looked it up. I should have remembered that. I remember it was 2 videotapes.
Yes.
My mom loved that one and had to own it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
that's like listening to an audiobook of remembrance of things past. That one has an intermission. Okay, Tom, is there a game you try to play every time you go to a con? Blood Rage is something that I usually end up playing it. I did not play it at Grand Con, although I did see people playing it. There was one person that was teaching a dad and his daughter how to play, and as I walked by, I was being a little judgy. And I didn't say anything to the guy. I just kept my mouth shut and kept walking, but he was not teaching them Blood Rage very well.
Oh, no.
And he was not sitting down to play them with it. He was just like, here, this is how you play. So it was going to be a 2-player game anyway, which is not the best way, in my opinion, to play Blood Rage.
Right.
3 players would have been much better. And I was like, oh, he's not teaching that game very well. But I was just like, he was doing it. He was wanting to share. So I was like, I'm just going to let him be. I'm not going to say anything. And sure enough, about 15 minutes later, I saw the girl and her dad taking it back.
Yeah, they're like,
they
this
packed
is
it up.
Ah, that's sad.
So I was like, I should have sat down with them.
You should have.
But I was like, I didn't have time. I had an event that I had to be at, and I didn't have time to play the game with them.
You should stop and say, I would love to play this game with you and teach you better. Why don't you meet me later?
I should, would have, should have, could have, but I didn't. But that's the one that I usually try to play at most cons, because usually I can, because people know that it's my favorite game. People are more willing to play it, with me, even if they don't like it, because there have been times where I played it where people have not enjoyed the game, but they enjoyed the experience.
Right.
So that's a cool thing. Let's see. We have the best weather here in Washington. We do have very good weather in Washington. Huh?
We do have great weather in Washington.
We do.
I mean, really.
It gets super hot here in the summer, but it's only usually like for about a week.
Yeah, we get a week.
2 weeks at the most of like
hot.
super hot weather. But then the rest of it, like today, is going to be high of 87.
Yeah.
And she was telling me, it's going to be really hot today. And I'm like, 87 is not really hot.
We're also at a football game outside in the sun with no shade. And you and I are going to be working at the game, so we're going to be walking. We can't be sitting under my nice, happy canopy.
Yeah, but it's not really hot.
Whatever.
So, see, Board Game Queen says, the older I get, the more I can't take the heat. Amusingly, there was an atomic bomb toy made in the 50s. Wow.
That's pretty pitiful.
A guy in my gaming groups... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was like, there's some questionable games from the 50s, but...
Listen to this. A guy in my gaming group's father, a guy in her gaming group, his father, worked on the Manhattan Project for 3 years in Los Alamos.
Wow, that's
Makes
cool.
sense because my friend is like a super genius, must have gotten it from dad.
Yeah, I know some of those.
That's a cool connection to have,
That's super cool.
If you could eliminate one style of board game, theme, or mechanism, what would it be? If I could eliminate one mechanism, I would go with either roll and move or take that. Those are probably my two that I really dislike the most.
I would kind of agree with the take that kind of thing.
And I don't mean games where you can just do bad things to people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that kind of take that where you go, there you go, take that. And it's like you can't do anything about it. And there's no reason other than just to be a jerk.
Unstable unicorns.
Yes.
One of those. Unstable unicorns is one of those that I don't love, because when I play it with my kids and their cousins and their uncles, it gets like super intensely. I just want to play a game and have fun, and they're like, pa ha ha. Like,
yeah. I did this to you, and you can't do that now. And I did this, and you can't do that. And you can't do this. And aren't you having a whole lot of fun? And you're like...
That being said, one of the reasons I like Unstable Unicorns, which I actually don't like, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't like it, but I love the interactions with my kids and their cousins. And all of them getting so heated, and, like this, the level of the table is all... I love that. I actually don't like the game.
I don't like that. I don't like it when there's people yelling and
but the kids get so involved. Yeah. So I kind of like that.
It makes me want to claw my eyes out because they're like super loud.
Acevedos are really loud.
Probably roll a move or take that. One of those two. I've seen people poorly teaching a game on a table, and that is definitely frustrating. Yes, yeah. I don't know that he was necessarily doing a bad job. Because I didn't stick around long enough to listen.
Right.
Because I knew I didn't have time. I mean, my first thought was, let me sit down, because there was just two people. It looked like there were going to be three people playing the game, and I was like, I could sit down and make that a 4-player game. That's the sweet spot for the game for me. And so I'm like, I could do that. But then I realized that they only had 2 players set up. So then I noticed that, he's teaching them how to play. So my first thought was, let me sit down and play. But then I noticed that wasn't what was going on. And so I just kind of let him do. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that he was doing a bad job. It didn't look like the guy and his daughter were really gelling with the explanation that was happening. That's the only thing. I'm not saying that he was doing a bad job. It's just that there was a disconnect at the table. And I don't know that I would have been able to help that. But anyway. Because you don't want to butt in. That is correct. Yeah. Kabuki Kid says, I'm sensitive to the heat. We took a walk yesterday before dinner, and it truly wasn't all that hot yet. I get inside, and I'm all overheated in like 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, there is that. Not built for heat. Nor am I. Anything more than 80 is too hot. No, I can't agree with that. Now, I grew up in Texas, lived in Florida, grew up on my high school days was on the Gulf Coast, Mississippi, Alabama. So I grew up in the heat. And you want to talk about heat, you want to talk about humidity, move and be in that area. The Gulf Coast is super humidity to the max. That kind of heat is oppressive to me. When it gets 118 up here, it's not oppressive. It's hot, don't get me wrong, but it's not the oppressive kind of heat that 98 degrees with 90% humidity gives you. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Because it is truly a dry heat up here. We've got the river, but we don't have the Gulf of Mexico on one side and the Atlantic Ocean on the other of the peninsula. So it's not nearly the same. That is hot. This is hot.
Sure.
There you go.
I'm still wearing
let's
shorts
see here.
Today.
Say or sayer. I am wondering if that meant to be same. I don't know. Mealborns. Always loved that game as a kid, but it is nonstop. Take that. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's just because you're keeping people from traveling further. So I get it because you're trying to travel the furthest and get the most points. I think that's what it is. Actually, it's the one where you could like give people flat tires and stuff like that.
I think actually the logo for Unstable Unicorns
is Kabuki Kid. It's hot. It's dang hot. It's Africa hot.
Africa hot.
Oh man, I miss Robin Williams so badly. Never played Blood Rage with 2, but it doesn't feel like it would work well with just 2. I don't know. I've never played it with 2 either. Daniel says you like your boys' chances of rebounding against the Bucks this weekend. I say they win. Maybe they do. He's talking about the Bears.
I got you. I followed that. I'm not that.
He's talking about the Bears. I don't know. I have not been following because we don't. When games start, we're usually at church. By the time we get home after eating dinner or lunch, games are over. So, and then by that time, we're starting to do something else. So the Sunday night game, Monday night games, bye, can't watch it. So I have not been watching a lot of football. I watch, where were we the other day? We were somewhere, and it was actually on the TV.
I think it was Applebee's.
Okay, maybe it was Applebee's. And I actually watched it there for a little bit.
Or Red Robin.
But then it was like, yeah, it was Red Robin. And I was like, oh, look, they're losing again. But nothing I can do about it. Kabuki Kid says, yes, you are racing cars trying to make distance. Yes.
Ooh, we have some things open. Sorry.
Oh. Do I have a fantasy football team? No, I do not. I am not a stats person at all. Like, not even close to it. You ask me stats for something and I'm like, Even if it's something I should know. I might be able to tell you how much miles per gallon my car is getting right now. But that's only because I have a readout on the display that tells me.
I was going to say,
I don't even know how accurate that is. But, I'm just not a stats person at all. I don't, log all of my plays on BGG stats like a lot of people do. I don't care. It is a useful tool because it helps you remember what you've played.
Yeah.
Helps you remember who you played it with.
Right.
It helps you remember who won, which will also jog your memory on the different things that happened in the game that are of note, and that will... So I get it. But am I going to sit down and... Like, for example, am I going to sit down at a table and log all of my play as we're sitting at the table.
Right, we're playing. Nah.
No. I'm going to be talking to the people about the game we just played. I'm not going to be... And then later on, when I'm trying to remember, I'm like, I don't remember. Who cares? Not a big deal to me.
Did I ever tell you that my dad's cousin was a Giants fan? Giants baseball. Lived in San Francisco her whole life. And went to every home game from like the 70s on.
Wow.
Every home game. And
That's
had a massive notebook of baseball stats. That's all she did. Is at the game, she had this fancy coded thing with charts, and she just wrote, you know, how many hits and how many pitches and all the crazy... It was something I had never knew people did. I guess I didn't know that.
Well, Kabuki Kid says, I had a friend who was a computer with baseball stats. He literally knew every stat from the history of baseball. It was Rain Man level of knowledge.
Yeah, there was my dad's cousin, but only about the Giants. But like, I guess I never knew that. We went and visited her one year, I don't know, probably mid-'80s, and we went to a game with her. And I remember being a young kid and going like, I don't understand why is that fun? I want to watch the game. But she's like...
Well, she is watching the game.
She is. But she's like coding it and writing it down. And when she passed away, I don't know who got, but she had notebooks of every year of all the baseball stats of every home game of the Giants.
That would probably be worth a lot of money to somebody.
I mean, it was stacks and stacks of notebooks since
I bet
the
you
70s.
if you put that up, I mean, you probably can, but if you would have put that up,
right,
somebody would have bought that for
it
a
was
pretty
crazy.
good
I
chunk
mean,
of
and
change.
it was every home game, I don't know, it was super fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Not my thing. But super, super fascinating.
Daniel says, you have an interesting set of friends, Kabuki. Tom says, I barely remember what I did last week, let alone a stat for an athlete or a team.
Right? I can barely remember.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to move on. We're going to do some
stuff
unboxings here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, cool. It's here. Never mind. Trusty grapefruit knife. We're going to do some... sadly, that baseball friend passed away a couple of years back from cancer. Oh, man. That sucks.
My cousin passed away. My dad's cousin.
All right, so we're going to move the fly swatter.
Am I ready? Are we ready?
Yep, we're ready. So the first one we're going to open. Now this one, we're opening some stuff that we purchased, what was it, last weekend? In Spokane at Barnes & Noble. So these are all games that I purchased, that we purchased. And this one I picked up because I have been told that this is the best iteration of the Pandemic system. If you're a Star Wars fan and you enjoy Pandemic, this is like a must-have.
Okay.
That's what people have told me. So we're going to go ahead and zip that right open. And let's go ahead and go over to...
Remind me, we got
to
buy grapefruit knives for everybody.
I know, we do have to do that
I was going to send it to Christmas for the next
So we do have the Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars Pandemic system. It's a game by Alexander Ortloff, based on Pandemic by Matt Leacock. And this box is giving me issues. But there we go. So you have the rulebook. Looks pretty self-explanatory. I already know how to play Pandemic, so I imagine we've got an idea of how to play already. Looks like there's a huge die in there. That's cool. But kind of get the idea. Put it over here. Oh, there's mission cards. Villains. Nice. Oh, minis. What?
This little mini is so cool.
See one that you like, huh?
Yes. I can't get it out because I have stupid hands.
All right, so here is the board. Oh, a little Yoda. Here is the board, and I'm super failing at opening this thing up. In the world. Ooh.
Oh,
that's pretty big.
Okay.
Here's the board. So it has player turn down there at the bottom, threat levels over here, invasions over here, Invasion deck, discards invasions, villains. Alright. Missions are over here. Squad deck down there. So it looks... I see all of the correlations to it. So this is one that I've really thought was a cool thing. But, like... there's General Grievous. There's Darth Maul. And is this Ventress? Yep, Ventress. And it looks like who it is? Count Dooku. So that's pretty cool. I do have my phone here, so let's do some closey-upsies. Got that going. Add. Make sure that we can do it. So get some closey-upsies of the miniatures that are here. So let's make sure that this stays on. And so now we can continue talking and all that kind of stuff. But that's Ventress. And then Count Dooku. So it looks pretty cool. Then we have Darth Maul. And then, can I get in there? Yeah. There's General Grievous. That's pretty cool. And then we have other peeps in here. Let's see, who do we have? We have, it looks like Mace Windu. So he's pretty cool. Who it is? Oh, sweet. Ahsoka. We just got caught up on Ahsoka last night after a battle with Disney Plus app not working on our TVs for like 3 days. So finally figured out it was a network issue that I had to... we have two networks in our house, and it was working on one and not on the other. Here's Anakin. Nice. So again, these are really good models. Let alone whether or not the game's good. These miniatures are really nice. So we've really enjoyed the come on. We've really enjoyed, oh, I don't know who that is. Is that, I can't remember her name. Somebody help me out with her name. I can't remember. I want to say Shakti. No, that's not Shakti. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, a lot of neat miniatures in here. So these are cool. And we'll probably move on from this. There's just going to be a whole bunch of cards and that kind of stuff. What's underneath here?
Nothing.
Nothing? What about in
That
void?
box has something.
That void over there.
I think. I don't know. Why are you going to make me do it? Yes, all the stuff is under here.
All the
Stuff.
yeah,
That's what
all
I
of the
said.
bad dude minis. And that huge chonky die. Check that out. Oh, cool. Trade Federation ships too. Chonky die. Oh, these are nice. I like these components. These are really nice components. So that is Star Wars Clone Wars. Interesting. Come back over there and go like that, and then do that. So that is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Oh my goodness, you are a monster.
No. I put everything.
Okay, that's okay. Next one. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. My Island. Yes, it's My Island. Great line from Braveheart, by the way. You don't remember?
I
that
don't
line?
remember the line. I've seen Braveheart. I
that
swear
line.
it was on our list. We watched it.
Yeah, it's when the Irish guy shows up. He keeps calling Ireland my island. And so Braveheart's like, your island? He goes, yeah, it's mine. This is great. It's a great scene from the movie. All right, so oh, I gotta be careful with that. So my city is right over there, and it's a legacy style Reiner Knizia tile placement game Really really enjoy it. We have not finished My City, and I know JT and Mel have given themselves the restriction that they can't buy My Island until they finish My City.
Right.
Away with such restrictions in my household. We went ahead and bought My Island. When I heard this was coming out, I really wanted to get it. So we saw it at Barnes & Noble in the Spokane Valley the other day, and I know that this is like a unboxing, but I don't want to unbox this because there is that level of I need to finish My City first. And I know that I won't play this until I unbox it. Until I crack the cellophane on this.
Then it won't.
I won't play it.
Okay.
So we got to get My City done first. But I'll show you the back of the box. And so this is cool. They've left the polyomino. Is that the correct word for it? Kabuki will she'll correct me. Anyway, they've gone to hex pieces with this one. And so that's one of the cool things that I like about it. But I think it's pretty much the same thing. Oh, I'm like blocking your face. Sorry. It's pretty much the same thing as far as I can understand. You have these different chapters. It's a legacy style thing where you're constantly changing the game, constantly changing this and that with the different chapters. So I'm really looking forward to this one because we really do enjoy My City, but I'm not going to break the cellophane on this yet. That's the level of restriction that I'm going to give myself so that we don't play it until My City is done. But now we have to get My City done. So the next one. This is one. Now, we picked up a Stranger Things a while ago that I unboxed.
And we played.
No, we have not played it yet because I have no desire to play that game whatsoever. And so, but I really enjoy the Stranger Things show. And so we saw this, and we saw that logo right there, Simon. And I was like, oh dear. Then I looked at the back, Minis, Simon. And so this is something we're going to go ahead and break open. Because this one we do want to get to the table here pretty quick. So, Stranger Things, let's hop over to number 2. This is called Upside Down. Stranger Things Upside Down is a board game by Rob Davio. So that in and of itself is a reason to be excited. Rob Davio is a great designer. So here we have the rule book. So just a couple of quick turns here just to show you what the rule book looks like. Pretty cool. There's old Mike. And ally cards set up. So season 1 set up. Oh, there's season 2 set up. There's different setups for the seasons. I like that. I like that a lot. Egos. Of course, they can't put the word Egos on there, but that's what they were in the movie, in the TV show, Waffles. So this looks like it's going to be fun. We have a whole bunch of counters here. A couple of Hawkins
That's cool.
vans. That's pretty neat. So we'll keep those, and these punched out pretty well. So here we have the board, and it is the town, and then there's the upside down as well. So the town's up here, upside down is down there.
And then it looks like the other season's on the back.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Then down here.
Wow.
So that looks cool. That really does look cool. Looking forward to giving this one a whirl. There are these little translucent cubes. I like these little translucent cubes.
Oh yeah.
I like that. So those are Neato Frito. They're not really staying there. So you have all the different characters: Mike Wheeler, Dustin Henderson, Lucas Sinclair, Nancy, Jim Hopper, Joyce Byers. So that's cool. Their likenesses are pretty good, but they're just, it looks like they're just off enough. And again, we're not going to take time to do all of this, but it looks like there is a Season 1 and Season 2 decks. So that's neat. Item deck over here. Some standees.
Let's look at that.
Demogorgon.
That's cool.
And some of the pups. So they're all really neat. Different stages of it as well. So that's the fully grown. That's cool. I like it. Anything underneath? No, not really. Looks like all of those counters will go right there that were on these things here. And then, of course, you've got
your van.
Your vans. So I'm looking forward to this one a lot, actually. So we'll be letting y'all know how that goes when that happens. But everything goes back in. There you go. Boom. Oh, I didn't put the picture-in-picture there.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not your fault. Yeah, Tom used to say polyomino is good. Tom used to say polynomial. I must always crack open my games to check if there are any parts missing. Well, here's the thing. If you're not going to play it right off the bat, you don't need to worry about if the thing's missing pieces are yet. And when you do open it, I don't think there's any statute of limitations with most board game companies. If you do find something's missing, then you let them know. I get though that if you open it as soon as you get it, then you can let them know, then they can get it to you, then you can play it sooner.
Right.
And if you wait, then now you can't play it and so forth. So I get it, but unboxing teaser. I want to try Stranger Things. Yes. I had too many times where pieces and cards were missing, so I like taking inventory. Yeah, that's a good idea. I want to play Stranger Things. I'm not sure my wife would play. She doesn't like the show. She's not really into the horror theme. Davio Seal of Quality is correct. Best seasons were Season 1 and Season 4. Interesting. So that would be the first and I think the last season. I think they're coming out with Season 5 next. Assuming the company still is in business.
That's a good point. I was thinking that too.
Also a good point there, Holger. All right. So next up here we have The Princess Bride, the adventure book game. And this is from Ravensburger. And if I'm not mistaken, Ravensburger doesn't put cellophane on it. They put these little stickers on the side, which I guess saves plastic. But it's a little bit... what I usually do is I pop it and then I just stick it down around the edges of the board so that it doesn't
re-stick.
Yeah, re-stick or anything like that. So, but
cutely.
There we go. And there, I know this is like riveting content, you guys. I mean, you're sticking around for it, so I appreciate that. But there we have it. And that is that. So now, this inconceivable. That's awesome. Oh, thanks, Strider. So this is the adventure book game for Princess Bride. There was another Princess Bride game that came out. It was a card game, and it was just not fun. And so that's why I was not very happy or very excited to see that this one had come out. But this is one of Jessie's favorite movies, so we had to get it. And it is the rule book is super light, it looks like.
Oh, we have miniatures.
Yeah, got some miniatures in there.
Play pieces. Maybe.
Everybody move! That's cool. That's another guy that we miss. Andre the Giant was a cool dude. So here is the actual... Oh, dear. Well, we'll see. So this is the storybook game. So you have to put the storybook open and you actually play on the surface. And the binding is one of those kind of children's books. kind of bindings, and so I'm like, I don't want to
He's
stretch
making
this
them
too
nice.
much. But
I think it would be
see, look at that.
No,
I
it
don't
was
know. I don't know.
He's such a perfectionist.
I don't know. But anyway, so you play through each of the different things, and chapter 3, chapter 4. So you play through the book by chapters, it seems.
Oh, that's cool. It'll take
So,
a miracle.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think there are cool things about this game, and I'm interested to give it a whirl.
I was just thinking.
Have fun storming the castle.
I was just thinking when they said it'll take a miracle. I said, well, the next one has to be.
Yeah.
Have fun storming the castle.
So that's a cool thing. The
Okay,
end.
I like it.
Neat so far. There are some miniatures here. They don't look.
Not...
Oh no! What happened?
What did you do?
I don't know what I did.
Uh-oh.
Lights out. Okay, hold on. Let's go back here. Did we? Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, it's there.
Wow. Don't know what that was. So, apologies.
You mean, let me explain. No, there's too much. Let me sum up. Is that what you mean?
Let me explain. No, there's too much. Let me sum up. That's funny. So here are... Okay, these minis are cool. And they actually have the name of the characters in the minis.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, this
Oh, I don't
Lawrence.
know. I think I like it. Look it. I can read one little clue here. It says, Fezzik, you did something right. Requires Fezzik must be in the stables. Reward, draw 4 cards from the story deck. Move Fezzik to the escape space. Cute.
All right, this gets
Cute. Okay.
This gets some.
Oh my god, I
This
love
this gets some close up time here. All right, because this is pretty cool. Oops, gotta do that first. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool because you have the miniature. So there's Fezzik with the rock in his hand. I could crush you with this rock. And his name is actually in the miniature base, so that's cool. And then there is Count Rugen, the the 6-fingered man. And there's Wesley. Butterquap. Prince Humperdinck. Inigo Montoya. And Fazzini.
That's really cool.
Or Vizzini, sorry. So these are actually neat miniatures. Not bad at all. I'm actually, I mean, and the actual detail is pretty good on these miniatures. They're not the highest quality, but the detail is there. You know, looks pretty good. So, I'm looking forward to it.
I think I'm excited.
Tom says, a little bit of a spoiler, he said it, the camera couldn't stand Andre's, the Andre impression. That's probably true. Alright, so let's go back to...
Look at the Cliffs of Insanity. You have to climb up.
Let's go back here. So
cool.
let's see what we got. Assuming the poor Jason Levine with all of his shrinked games. Yeah, I know. Especially if it is a Kickstarter game, especially if it's a Kickstarter only game, then they sometimes run out of support. Yes, those are all valid caveats. So here comes the Princess Bride quotes. Yep. I don't love those stickers, but I do appreciate less cellophane. Yep. Tom says it's not bad, but not great.
Okay.
You'll have fun if you like the movie. So there you go.
Well, then I guess I know I'm done. I'm good.
Image is back. Camera couldn't stand the Andre impression. Yes, that's probably what it was. Boyfriend was busy spilling iced tea in the kitchen, so I was away from keyboard.
Yeah,
That's okay. No worries. Nice that they made them different colors if you never painted them. Yeah, probably so. Icy is always a good excuse. Peach flavor? Ooh, peach flavor. No! Don't mess up your iced tea with adding peach flavor to it, you monster. Ew!
It makes his icky face. Look.
That's nasty. Don't add peach flavor to stuff. That just ruins it. Now, caveat being, I used to love peaches when I was a kid. So much so that my dad took us to a peach orchard so that we could pick our own bushels of peaches. We went to a U-Picket orchard, and sure enough, we ate. He gave me my own bushel, and I picked peaches and put the pits in the bushel. I ate every single peach that I picked, and I got so sick on the way back home. I have not been able to eat a fresh peach ever again because it makes me sick to my stomach every time I do.
So sad.
I can eat cooked peaches. I can eat canned peaches. I cannot eat fresh peaches. There's something about it. The fuzz.
It's just a conditioned response.
I guess.
Can you hand me the lid, darling?
Yes. Here's the lid. So that's the Princess Bride. Next big thing will be peach on pizza. Ew. Hopefully not. Yeah, Strider showed up. Hello, Strider.
I'll try.
Ew.
I did corn on my pizza the other day, and you didn't like that.
That's normal. That's a normal thing. I spent years in Korea eating corn on pizza.
There's a place in Wenatchee, which we've been wanting to try. Yeah. They have a Wenatchee pizza with apples on the pizza.
Yeah, apple slices on the pizza.
Because it's the apple.
I've had potato on pizza before. Like potato wedges on each slice. That's pretty good too.
I want to try the apple pizza.
No, I'll try it.
I'll try Wenatchee pizza.
See. Corn on pizza sounds funky. It's not. It actually works.
There you go.
Canned peach jam is amazing. Miss Strider, Sam, can you pet him? Yes. Strider, come here.
Oh, he's like, what?
Come
what?
Here. Come here.
You get to come up here?
Come on. No, I can't.
No, this way. This way.
No, I'm going to go say hi to Mama.
Hi.
Are you on camera? No, we're not on camera. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. You say hi?
Yeah, he's
hello,
like
everybody.
Come here.
Hi. Yes. You Strider's a big boy. Yes. Say hello. Hello.
And that's our puppy.
That's Strider.
He's huge.
Yep. He's like, 17 months now?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a big boy. Oh, that's a scratchy spot, Papa.
We did some unboxings.
Yep.
What else do we have?
And we got a little bit more time left. But there's one more thing that I want to show you, and it's kind of an unboxing, but it's not really
I want to see.
an unboxing.
What do we do?
I do need to move this. Let's put this kind of here. Just put that there. All right. So I'm going to go out into the garage and show you something that we're going to be unboxing, and we're going to be making an unboxing video for it by itself because it's quite a large thing, and so it was.
There's going to be another video too, not just the unboxing.
Yeah, not just the unboxing. We're also going to be doing
another
building. A building, like us putting it together and all of that kind of stuff. So
my garage is a mess. I don't know.
I'm not gonna show them our garage. Gross. Our garage is nasty.
I was like, I'm so proud of the garage.
It's utilized. It's a utilized garage.
I had the garage built when I bought the house. Before I met Sam, I bought my house, and one thing I wanted in a house was a garage. The house I wanted, this house, didn't have a garage. So I had a garage built on. And it is a 2-car garage. But then my contractor put in some really big shelves on either side.
All right, so
and now I can't really fit 2 cars in it anymore.
We'll actually unbox this one because I think we can actually get this open. All right, so here's a box. And how do I get it open?
This? I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
to
do
do.
it like
I don't know
this.
what we're doing. I mean, I do know what we're doing. Grapefruit knife fail?
No, just big box. I don't know what to do. Take that.
The whole thing?
Oh, I know what these
Oh,
are.
it's heavy.
I know what these are. These are, let's see. Yeah, you can see it. So we'll just keep it on the screen like this. So these are...
Strider, no.
This is a Game Toppers leg kit. So that's what this is. And there's not a whole bunch of stuff to look at, but it is packaged well. Everything's protected. This is actually also a carrying case for your leg kit when you're not using it, when you're just using it as a topper. You can store your leg kit and keep it in here and it protects it. So looking forward to popping that out pretty soon. So that's this guy right here.
Are there more pieces that we can show?
There are more pieces that are coming. So that's that. I'll be right back. You gotta throw the box away.
I can't throw the box away. I'm sitting here. Keeping it out of the puppy's reach.
Huh?
I said I can't throw the box away. Oh! My Landis! My gosh, you almost made me pee!
That was fun. Oh no, lights out again. What the heck?
Well, you slammed something on the computer! What do you think? Oh, my Landis.
Why is that happening?
I don't know, but maybe they didn't see me get scared because that was amazing.
Maybe the phone is live and camera is face down on table?
Camera is
No, I know what it's doing. I'm a doof because it went to... So
you don't have a camera.
I hit it on 4. So
Hey,
it went to
don't do
camera
that.
4.
Oh my gosh.
That's my fault.
It also scared me. You just threw the big heavy box on the table.
Oh.
Jeez. One of Sam's joys in life
It is very fun.
is to scare me.
I agree.
To make me make the squeaky noise.
Oh, I showed everybody our address there for a second, I
I don't
think.
like that.
I don't either.
I overheard something at the football game last night that was cute. They were doing a fundraiser for a family, a community family who needed some help because there was a fire. And one of the girls behind me, who knows the kid, said, "Now does everybody in the stadium know his address?" And the mom was like, "No, they don't know his address. They just know that there's a family that needs help." That was
This looks like it is a... this looks like it is
my address.
No? Sorry, I've got it covered.
Okay, you got it.
I think I got it covered.
Thank you, darling.
This is a rail system.
Oh.
I think that goes with the... and again, I've just looked this out. So, yeah. Oh, no, I know what this is. Okay, cool. This is the mat rack. Boom, boom, boom. So this holds mats
cool.
so that we don't have to, buy those things from Hobby Lobby anymore. Those shelves that are just kind of... It's a fix. It's a fix.
It worked.
But this was part of my compensation for working his booth with Love Thy Nerd. So that's cool. We'll be putting that together as well. So looking... Really good boxes, by the way. Okay, here we go.
Just don't throw it on the table again.
Oh, I ain't going to throw the next one on the table. I'll guarantee
Louise,
you that.
that scared me.
Guaranteed.
That actually
right,
jumped. Hopefully, the lights were out on that part while I got scared. That would have been great. Strider, stay here. I can hear him out there. It's like thunk, thunk, thunk. Strider. Oh, this is a big thing. You need me to move your chair?
Huh?
Do you need me to move the chair?
I do it.
You're gonna gonna need this. It's like huge.
This is huge. But there we go.
I don't think you can see it all. It's huge.
Now, I have already opened part of this so that I could just look inside of it. But this...
There's nobody on the screen because I had to move.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll get back on. Here,
I'm here now.
I'm here.
Sam has bought a crokinole board, perhaps? No. I'm not buying a crokinole board. But, as you can see, this is a big... I'm blanking on the name now. This is their 3x6 table topper. And I can't remember the name of it now. Holmes, I want to say. The 3x6 is their Holmes. And they were... Game Toppers was generous enough to send it to us. But we are we agreed to do some promotion for their upcoming Kickstarter this year. So we're going to be doing this. They're going to be kind of a loose sponsor for the channel as well. So they've supplied they supplied this topper with the lake kit so that we could also use it at our game nights. But we're also going to be using it for a second, not really a studio, but just a second angle here in the house. Yeah. So we're going to be able to put this on top of our table that's in the dining room and use it for a second angle for different kinds of videos. Right. And so we're going to start using it on the, if I can get it put together, if we can get it put together enough, we'll use it for the 40 to 31. 40 all the way down to number 1.
Yeah, nice. That'd be fun.
Well, no, we've already shot that one. The 30
I think
to 1.
I think it'll be really nice because I'm excited to see how it's going to transform that room and
yeah, I think it'll
I'm
be
super excited.
I think it'll be cool.
Are we going to do that tomorrow?
We're going to start filming that tomorrow.
Okay.
We're going to do the unboxing video tomorrow, and then after that we'll do.
You gotta get a little over.
Talking like this. Do the unboxing video tomorrow, and then we'll also start working on the putting it together. What are you laughing at?
This is cracking me up.
This is heavy.
I'm disagreeing how heavy it is. It's like the fact you have to like totally crunch down.
Let me put it behind there so we can get the seats back up. Just move that seat forward, and I'll slide it right back behind. I know exactly what I'm doing.
You want the seat this way?
No, push it forward.
I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Here's part of this box.
Unplug the camera. Not the camera, but I know.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Sorry, this is like blank air here. Oh my gosh, there's the rest of it.
We're good.
It's still there.
Alright, can you move it
I can.
that way?
I can. You do this. You sit. Make people happy. Put your face in front of them.
No, that's not going to make them happy.
What is it you want me to do? Push it this way?
I just need to look out. And
nope, now we unplugged a camera light.
It's okay. We don't need that camera light.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Can
you sit there for a minute and do the thing? That was quite chaotic.
There we go. How's that for an unboxing, huh?
They got the seat.
Super, unconventional, and you have to look at my butt. Look at that. That's amazing.
And mine too. I don't love that angle.
That's great. That's a great shot. That's my best side by far.
Mine too. This is why I sit at a table.
That's also good that there's a delay because I got to watch exactly what I showed you guys. So now my eyes are forever tainted. So I apologize.
Strider, just chill out.
So there you go.
So lots of things coming up, as you can see. We have some
3x6's Holmes. I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's it. I think you're all right. Crokinole is my #1 game of all time. Wow, really? No offense, Holger, but you need to play some better games. Now, don't get me wrong. I get how satisfying it can be. You know, being able to perfect shots and all that kind of thing. I get it, but man, live stream the montage of the table. We could.
What is that?
Live stream putting the table together. I don't know if I want to live stream that. I'd rather have it.
It might be long, and I might get frustrated.
I'm not very. Yeah, I get frustrated easily.
I don't think I want you guys to see that.
And I'm also not very good at following directions. I'm like, oh yeah, I can put that together. Oh crap, I did that wrong.
But we could probably do like a few minutes, and when I'm not frustrated.
Oh, thank you, Karen. She says that look great. Lost a lot of weight. I have lost a lot of weight. I started going back to the gym last week, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when school started back up, my son Aiden is wanting to go to the gym, so I thought we could go before school starts. And so we've been doing that, and it started ticking back down again. So
super proud of you.
Lost 3 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
Good job, babe.
That's good. So I'm down to 260 now from 409 last April. No, not last April, but a year from last April. So April 2022.
Right.
April 2022, I was 409, and now it's 260. So thank you. Did you get the leg kit? Yes, that was the first thing that I brought in here that was in the black carrying bag. The black carrying bag had the leg kit. The second box that I brought in was the mat rack. And the big box is the actual table. I think there's probably a couple other
things,
mats in there as well, because I think I got 3 mats and the mat rack.
Right, and we got one
as well. We got 2 mat rats, 2 mats already that we have already showed on another live Q&A. So there's a lot.
So I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for that.
So us as well. Berkey has been a good friend of mine for a very long time, and he's always had. First of all, he's been a man of integrity. He's got great character. When he started putting out his Game Topper stuff, I knew that the quality was going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the quality was going to be fantastic, and sure enough. Over the years, I think this is their third iteration, I want to say, of their system, of their Game Topper system, and he's just continually improved it.
That's awesome.
He's just continually improved it. So I learned a lot working his booth for Love Thy Nerd at Origins, and I'm going to be back working his booth with Love Thy Nerd at PAX Unplugged. And his stuff is just top notch. The playmats are amazingly well done, amazingly good quality, and the toppers are as well. So I don't like usually doing sponsorships or of any kind, of whatever the level they are, because I want to be able to back a product if I'm going to be. I don't want to do it just for the. And there's no cash. There's no payments being made. He has provided us with free product that we can use for the channel. That's the level of sponsorship that they have. He's not paying me or anything like that. But even if he were, that would be something else, and he's not. So I don't even know what I was going to say there. But the free product is the only thing that Game Toppers has done, and I'm very happy.
We're super grateful to start this new partnership.
Yeah, to back that partnership up, because he's a great guy.
And that's really more of what it is. It's more of a partnership than a sponsorship.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
let's see.
Did you talk about what's coming up between PAX and now?
Yes, no. I will.
Okay.
But which mats did you get? Well, we have the blue one and the pirate theme. I got the Viking one. I got the pirate one. And then I think I also got, I haven't looked at it. I can't remember. We got the pirate one. We got the Viking one. And I think we got the, I can't remember. I can't think of it. So I'm pretty sure there was 3 or 4 mats, and then the mat rack. And that was...
We clearly don't remember.
That equals the... Well, so much has happened so far.
I know.
Let's see here. I must have been distracted at that point. Spilled drinks, lol. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was back to, she asked if I got the leg kit.
Yes.
So, yeah, okay. Let's see. I have 1,000+ games, so there are many favorites. Okay, Holder.
Yes.
There you go. Star Wars Rebellion, Blood Rage, Luxor, Pearls, Ohanami. But Crokinole is something else, man. I never get tired of it. All right,
Oh,
cool. Played a family tournament for days last Christmas. Such a blast.
I love family time.
Yep. Yeah, it is good. It is kind of a sport because there's a lot of physicality to it, a lot of dexterity to it.
Oh, yeah?
You have to really do well. I mean, it's that kind of game. You know, the lawn version of it is bocce ball. You know, that type of stuff. I mean, there's differences, but you know, the same basic idea of rolling or flicking something to a certain spot and trying to keep other people away from it. That type of thing. But Crokinole has a lot of really expensive boards. I mean, like super expensive.
Really?
Because it's all wood.
Oh.
It's all woodworking, so people will make a custom, they've had like custom Captain America shields and that kind of stuff. And they can charge a lot. One of the Death Star. You know, I've seen the Death Star Crokinole board. And so, but they're really nice. They're custom made type stuff. So, that is that. All right. Grew up in an Italian family, Kabuki Kid said, seen my share of bocce at family cookouts and whatnot.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. We had our own. There's one ball left that Strider has not decimated. But we left the bocce ball set out in the
winter.
Out of the winter, and they all got kind of brittle.
We need to get a new one.
Yeah, we need to get a new set. But Strider has kept one of the red bocce balls, I think, that has a red stripe on it. And he uses it as, he'll chase it down. I'll roll it like mad through the yard, and he'll run after it and chase it. And it's big enough to where it doesn't go through the slats in our fence as well. So the tennis ball will go through the slat. Get it, Strider. No, don't get it now. It landed on top of Mama's drink.
No, don't get it now. That would be a mess.
But the jack ball? No. I think the jack ball is the little one you throw out there. Oh. No, this is one of the wooden balls that has a red stripe around.
It was just a color.
It's just a color.
No, the big one.
Do you guys have a favorite dexterity game? I do like Flick of Faith. Flick of Faith is right over. Where is it? It's right there. Oh. It sticks out a little bit. I do like Flick of Faith. That's a good one.
I don't know that I know any. I'm not very dexterous.
Well, I mean, a dexterity game would be something like Jenga. That's a dexterity game. You have to be dexterous at taking out the.
Well, I love Jenga.
So that's one. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of dexterity games because I'm not very good at them. Period. Usually, like Pitch Car or Carabande is a racing, flicking game where you have to flick stuff around. There have been games I've enjoyed, but usually I don't enjoy dexterity games because I'm not very dexterous at all about anything. I mean, you saw me, plopping the thing down.
I screamed.
Yeah, you did. So that was funny. Clask is.
I like Clask. Yeah. We have that.
Clask is a
Dante
dexterity game.
loves that game.
Tumble and Dice you've not played. Roll It, Pug It.
The one I used to play when we would go camping was Ladder Ball. I don't know if it's actually called Ladder Ball, but I liked that when we were camping.
Bladder Ball is another game.
Don't say bladder.
Just saying. It's crazy to watch the Crokinole World Championship. Crazy skilled players there.
Wow.
Yep. Of course, it's a world championship, but only real flicking game I have is Flick 'em Up Dead of Winter game. Yeah, Flick 'em Up is one of the games that I've enjoyed, but again, it's a very short list of dexterity games that I've enjoyed.
I like Jenga.
Yeah, dexterity. So Flick 'em Up Dead of Winter is basically you have dudes that represent your people, but when you shoot at people, you actually have to flick a little token at them and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny, but always a blast. Everything for Pitch Car. I think Tom has everything for Pitch Car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Pitch Car is just basically your car is a wooden disc that you flick down the track. And it has like turns and ramps and loops.
No
and
way.
Everything. Yeah. He has everything for it. So
That's funny.
it's a really neat game. Catacombs is another one. Catacombs is a dungeon themed, dungeon crawler themed, where you have to flick. Whenever you shoot an arrow, you have to flick it at the person, and if you hit the thing, the bad guy, then you knocked him out or whatever.
Huh.
So there's cool. Steph is here. Hello, Steph. Tail end of it, but better late than never. That's what I always say.
Glad you're here.
Catacombs still on my shelf of shame with all the expansions. Wow.
Uh-oh.
I remember Tom left his pitch car stuff in his car and had some sort of leak, and water ruined some of his stuff. Yep.
No.
He did replace all the war pieces. But yeah, that did happen, where water got into his van.
Oh no.
His van had a leak in the roof.
No.
And it got in and messed up some of his stuff, yeah. Because it's made out of particle board.
Right.
All of the track is just made out of particle board. Be way too expensive if it was made out of like actual wood. Riff Raff from Zoc is a great dexterity game as well. I love the boat rocking back and forward. Interesting. Never played it before that I remember. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. All right, well, we got about 3 minutes from 2 hours, so let's go ahead and start winding down here. We'll do our lightning round. You guys have the opportunity to simply ask us stuff that has two options to it. You will ask us this or this, and we will have to pick one of those things, or we offer up a third, more viable, in our opinion, choice for that context, whatever it might be. Riff Raff is crazy, Kabuki Kid says. The Rocking Pirate Ship, that is fun. That's cool. That is good. Colosseum, new or old version? The Days of Wonder old version of Colosseum is my favorite. I love the graphical style of that game. Now, I will say that some of the components for the newer game are better than the Days of Wonder version. But generally speaking, I like the art style. I like the graphic design style of the old Colosseum compared to the new one. But basically, the new version of the game is a reprint. It's the same game basically with very minor changes. It just has different components and different artwork and all that kind of stuff. It's a reprint. The older version is, I like the look of it much better. Rice or pasta?
Right now, rice.
Because you can't have pasta.
You can't have pasta. And gluten-free pasta sucks.
Yeah, gluten-free pasta is nasty.
Sucks. It's super sucks.
It's
I don't mind the vegetable pasta, like the zucchini pasta or those. That's not terrible. But the ones made with like chickpeas and, oh, it's just gross. So if it's this week, I'm going to say rice, hands down.
Rice is probably...
I love pasta.
Yeah, I'm huge.
I love pasta.
Right now, I'm huge on no carbs. So I generally stay away from carbs. I do have my days, though, where...
Yeah.
I
mean, if I wasn't trying to be healthy, it would be pasta, hands down, every day. Yep. But gluten-free pasta is just super stupid. I don't like it at all. So, rice.
Rice or pasta. So I'm going to go with rice on those two things. Pasta is just not viable for us. Old version is better. New version has great coins. That's true. So I would take the coins out of the new one and put them in the old one. That's what I would do. Let's see here. Karen, spaghetti or lasagna?
Lasagna. Get more meat. And cheesy layers of happiness.
Ricotta. Is that ricotta cheese? Yeah.
Ricotta, I say, but ricotta, you say whatever you want to say.
I spelled it correctly in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with lasagna as well.
Right.
Because I'm not a huge meatball person.
Right.
So I would rather have spaghetti and meatballs.
Right,
but since I don't like meatballs, I'll have the meat in the sauce.
Right.
So I like spaghetti with meat sauce. And you get more meat, I think, with lasagna.
That's making me hungry.
Yep. Hockey or basketball?
Hockey.
No chance whatsoever. First place is hockey by far and away. I can't. There are so many other things that would be in between hockey and basketball for me.
Straight to here.
I think crokinole is probably before basketball. Just since you said it was a sport, I think I'll put crokinole before basketball.
That was funny.
Me, I just don't like basketball. Honestly, I was never really that good at it. We used to play it as a way for exercise when I was in college. I was never really that good at it. And it's one of those games that if you're not good at it, you're not good at it. You suck. And nobody wants you to play on their team. And then you start playing. If you're on a team, they're just not passing you the ball. So now you're just running up and down a court, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I don't like watching basketball either. I think some of the unfortunately, there are a lot of good attitudes on basketball teams, but I think by far and away the most prolific ones are the bad attitudes and the people who think that they are much better than they actually are, or at least deserve the attention like they are the best. And I'm just not that. And every sport has them. I'm not saying it, but it just seems like
it feels like there's more.
There's a majority. There's a larger majority in basketball players, and I'm just not. I'm not the kind of person that will in your face and this and that, and I dunked on you. I just don't like that. I just don't like that kind of thing. So I also don't like it when football players do the blah 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 of end zone celebrations and all that kind of stuff. I think that's over and above. Just do your job. Just do your job. Do your job well. Be excited. All that kind of stuff. But don't try to make the other person feel bad. Or feel less of a person just because you caught that pass. Or, I don't know. Anyway. Very long answer to hockey.
Answer is hockey.
Yes. Let's see here. Nintendo or Sega?
I spent many years in college with Sega, but I never had Nintendo.
Sega!
Sega! No, not that one. It's
Sega!
Sega! I played Sonic. That was like the only video game I've ever played, and I played it every day. I always played Sonic.
I'm not a huge gaming console person.
I'm not either. But I did have one in college, and it was a Sega, and I played Sonic.
I grew up playing.
I didn't even play any other games.
I grew up playing the Atari and the Intellivision and the Commodore 64. That's what I played as a kid. I never got a Nintendo or anything like that growing up.
I was in college.
It wasn't until I was an adult, I think.
That's what I said. Yeah.
That I got any gaming consoles, and at that point I was getting the PlayStation or the Xbox, one of the two. So we had PlayStations for a while. We currently have Xboxes now, but I just was never really a gaming console.
That's one of the games I will play on the Xbox. I will play Sonic on the Xbox with the kids. Rarely, but I will.
Does that cauliflower pizza crust actually work for anyone?
It's not bad.
It works for me. It is a lot of carbs, but it's generally better for you than flour crusted pizza.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But here's the thing: if you like thin crust pizza, where it's kind of crunchy, I think you'll probably like cauliflower crust. If you like deep dish type stuff, where it's like
miserable,
bready, you'll
hate
it.
It's not bready.
But if you like thin crust pizza, I think you'll like cauliflower crust pizza, because I like thin crust pizza. If I'm going to eat pizza, though, in the old days I really enjoyed deep dish, like Giordano's.
Oh,
when we went to
I
Chicago,
got a little goosebumpy on that. Okay, now we would both break all of our diets and all of our health plans.
Would. And I would probably have to throw up half of what I eat.
Oh my
because
gosh.
I would want to just eat so much at Giordano's in Chicago.
Just one piece.
But anyway,
so glorious.
Going back to cauliflower crust, if you like thin
bad.
crust pizza, you'll like cauliflower crust. If you don't like thin crust pizza,
then don't even try it.
Don't even try it. It's not worth it. But it works well for my diet because it does give me It allows me to eat pizza, actually.
Fiber.
With the fiber that it has in it.
Yeah.
Zoo. When this was scrolled up, it looked like that said drive-through Satan's. And I was like, wow, that's never heard of that before.
Is that a thing?
All right, here we go. Cats or dogs? Strider, don't be nervous. Cats or dogs?
I've always been a cat person. I've always owned a cat my whole life. But I've owned dogs most of my life, too. But I would say kind of Strider kind of changed our mind. I'd say dog.
I am much more of a dog person than I am a cat
My cat's
person.
kind of a jerk.
Max is a jerk.
I mean, really.
I tried to toughen him up a little bit, calling him Maximus Decimus Meridian when I first got here. And he just stayed a little...
He's like a princess. He's a princess cat.
He's a princey little piece of work, let me tell you.
He's fluffy. He's sweet. He's hypoallergenic, so if anybody ever comes to my house that has allergies to cats, they can come in.
Yeah, super
He was
fluffy.
expensive.
Oh
he's super fluffy.
Super fluffy.
And he's kind of a jerk.
A super
Strider has really converted me more toward the dog side. He's a good boy.
Because the dog is like, oh, I'm happy to see you. Oh, you're home, blah, 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 blah. And the cat's like, you didn't feed me today, human.
That's his Max voice.
Yes. That's what because you walk in and he's like standing there looking at you. You left me with no water. How dare you? Hate it. I like the cat, don't get me wrong.
I've always had cats, though.
But he'll also be like, oh, I like being here on your shoulder. Let me dig my claws into your shoulder and rip the chunks of meat out.
That being said, Sam didn't get to meet my other cat, but if I had my old cat, Sammy, that would be a tough battle, because he was a good cat. He wasn't a jerk. He was nice. I really liked him.
So we both said dogs.
Dogs.
Let that record be shown. Zoos or drive-through safaris?
Zoo. Hands down.
Zoo.
I've been a member. Well, I stopped my membership when I moved over here in 2020, but I was a member of the Woodland Park Zoo for 25 years. I always had a membership. That was I went to that zoo.
It's in Bothell?
That's in Seattle.
Seattle. Because in Bothell, there's a mural on one of the buildings that says Woodland Park Zoo.
Yeah. I went to the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle all the time. I used to take. That would be where I would go, even with the babies. Like, I brought Daphne in her little carrier, and I would just walk through the zoo. So, I love zoos.
Have you guys tried rizzoni, rice-shaped pasta? No, thank you.
I don't think so.
Exotic travel, Africa or Asia?
Ooh, there's spiders. I'm gonna go
I will
Asia.
let you answer first. I'm not going to answer. You're going to go with Asia? Mm-hmm. That's exactly where I immediately went to. I've already lived in Korea. I've been to Japan. I've been to...
I'd love to go to Japan.
Phuket. Thailand. I've been to Thailand. So I really enjoy a lot of things about Asian culture. Mm-hmm. So I would not mind going back to Asia.
I would actually, one of the places that's kind of on my bucket list is I would really love to visit Vietnam, because when I see the pictures, it is so beautiful. But the jumping spiders on your head?
So we must pet sit snake or iguana?
Iguana.
I'm with Indiana Jones on this one. I hate snakes.
And snake poo is stinky. Ugh.
Okay, I didn't even know. Here's the thing. It didn't even register that snakes pooped. I know they must, but I've never even thought about snake poop.
It's so stinky.
Ever before. And now I know that it stinks really bad, which is strange. Because you learn... It's like you realize
the things
one day,
you know. When
all
you know
all things have to poop, but snakes, you don't think about it.
Oh, it's so stinky.
Okay, that's nasty. So definitely iguana. Commodore 64 or Atari computer. I'm gonna go with Commodore 64. That's one. That's one of the things that I remember from my childhood. My uncle Glenn used to. He had a game called Strip Poker on his Commodore 64. And he would close the door and he and I would play strip poker on the comp. Now, just bear with me here. If you think things are pixelated today, you don't know the half of it. Commodore strip poker on the Commodore 64 back in the day, you weren't really getting a whole lot of nothing as far as what you could see and make out and all that kind of stuff. You just got the impression. And of course, me being a little kid, I mean, I'm like 6, 7 years old, and we're both just in there cracking up. My aunt Beth is banging on, "What are you boys doing in there?" It's like and we're doing nothing. And it's
that's
just,
a funny memory.
That's a funny memory, though. But there you go. Are you not entertained? Milkshake or ice cream cone? I'm going to go with milkshake.
I'm going to go with milkshake too today.
I'm going to go with milkshake because you can enjoy a milkshake. You've got to eat an ice cream cone because it's going to melt. It's going to melt, and you got to get it done. Vacation in Florida or Antarctica? Antarctica. Been to Florida. 2 out of 10 stars because of weather. Don't recommend. Antarctica, though, I've never been there.
I'm going to not. Nope.
What? You're coming with me. Period.
I would say Florida because we could go to Universal Studios.
No. Halloween Horror Nights. That will be the next time
I'm telling you, I'll go to Halloween Horror Nights because I still get my Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The drive-through safari here in the New Jersey Great Adventure Six Flags is closing this year.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Bummer deal. Movies or TV series?
I don't know. We get this asked a lot, and I flip my answer every time. You.
I'm going to probably say TV series because you can usually go into the background and lore of each of the characters with a TV series a lot more than you can with the movie. Because you only have 2 hours.
Right, and I'm going to say movies this week. Because we have no time.
But with TV series, you have, even if it's like 20 episodes, 22 episodes, which used to be the regular thing, they're half an hour each.
Right.
So you're looking at 11 hours.
Right.
As opposed to just 2.
No, and I understand that. I just don't have 11 hours currently.
LOL, I have Raiders of the Lost Ark on in the background. Funny you mentioned Indy. Well, of course. Snakes or spiders?
I don't mind either.
Okay,
I have to say snakes because Sam is sitting next to me.
If I have to choose...
If he hates spiders, so I
have to choose which one I will allow in my house and not try to kill every time I see it, I'll go with snakes. Spiders, I absolutely hate. I loathe. I will not care. I will go out of my way to destroy a spider if I can.
I will
Snakes,
happily support whatever Sam says.
I will take the James Bond live and let live philosophy. But no, not spiders. I hate spiders. I love hearing Strider's tail wagging against the games. Yes, thump, 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 thump. Yep, he does that. Dog. Commodore graphics were good for the day, but definitely couldn't do realistic. Nope, they could not. Vacationing in Florida is limited to the winter. Yes, that is correct.
And limited to the theme parks in the winter. I'm gonna
indoor flies or indoor crickets?
Indoor crickets is a thing?
If you have indoor crickets, you need to move.
Is that a thing? Really?
Well, you've got that one... family of yours that has all those like an infestation in their house, but it's not crickets. What is something
I don't know,
else?
some sort of tree bug. I don't know, some sort of creepy bug.
Yeah, bugs need to stay outside. We have Harvest Valley Pest Control here.
Now I know that in some countries there is a huge problem with bugs inside.
Yeah.
Like in the Philippines, they have a lot of bugs that can be inside. Shut up.
Who that? Oh, it's Papa. Think you need to call him? No. We got to get going anyway.
I'll call him back later.
Yeah, we'll call him back in a few minutes.
My parents are in Ketchikan, Alaska. They saw a bear this morning. They were super excited about that.
They saw a bear this morning?
They saw a bear.
Oh, sad face.
I know!
She... Every time.
My mom even said, I thought it was a big rock, and then it moved, and I was like, oh, every time I see a rock.
Every time we drive over the pass, she's like, she perks up. I'm going to see a bear today. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not going to see a bear. Bears are not going to be down here by the highway.
They are.
They're not. The one time she thought she saw a polar bear.
I was little.
And it turned out to be
a wrecked car.
A wrecked car. So, yeah.
I mean, I saw bears in Alaska, so I can see bears in Washington. I want to see a bear in Washington while we're driving over the pass.
Not going to happen.
That's what I want.
Guaranteed not going to happen.
So my mom saw a rock today. It was moving.
If you do see a bear while we're driving over the pass,
yes, there
is something wrong with that bear. They're not going to go near a road.
I want to see a bear while we're driving. We live in Washington. There are bears.
I don't think it's going to happen. If you shave a polar bear, they have black skin.
Oh.
I don't know about that. I mean, I trust you, Kabuki, because you're like one of those... You're like her. If they know something, they know something.
I don't know.
So if you said that...
I don't know anything. I don't know what he's talking about.
I trust you, but...
I mean, unless it's Gone with the Wind, and then I can talk about that.
Kabuki says, I promise. Wow. Well, there you have it, folks.
Now, I want the visualization in my head is the polar bear without the fur. So it's like a big, giant, hairless cat, except with black skin.
Okay, see, now I don't know, she's pushing it. Their fur is clear, colorless. It's not even white. So if they have clear fur...
Is it reflecting the
Why
snow? Why
don't they look dark? If their skin is black and their fur is clear? I don't understand that. I think I just found a chink in your armor. Kabuki kid. I think I found it. I'm not. I'm just kidding. That actually kind of makes sense. You'd think you'd see black because of how light is reflected from them. Huh.
So all the light around them is what makes them white.
So what you're telling me is one little piece of DNA and polar bears
are invisible.
Are the predators.
Well, I just went to invisible.
And they
start
bending light around.
Oh, the predator from the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that now.
This person. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Bjorn is well rested now. Let's see if he can stand up. He's still leaning over. There he is. He says goodbye.
I don't think he actually can move his arms.
He doesn't say. Oh, he almost fainted again. You need to get that.
Bjorn is a little feisty.
Get that mountain goat gene out of there. Cool idea. Well, thank you for joining us. We certainly appreciate all of your time, and we have gone over 2 hours now, so we're going to get out of here. No, it's fine. It's absolutely fun. A lot of cool stuff on the horizon. So got some videos coming up next week. I'm going to be doing. Okay, we are JT and I.
Yeah, it was like you have to say this.
Gotta say this. Yeah, I gotta say it. Sorry. So JT and I are actually going to be going to a convention in Calgary in November 17th, 18th, and 19th. We are going to be at the Calgary Tabletop Day. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to be going in and doing a bunch of stuff for them and with them. We're going to be judges for a Lorcana tournament. We're going to be live streaming some games from a booth they're going to set up for us there. We might even be doing a top 10 games.
I love it.
That are there as well. So if you're in the Calgary area, Calgary Tabletop Day, I believe is what it's called. Could be wrong.
No, that's what
I really hope that I'm not. But that's going to be a fun time. So come meet JT and I. Sounds like it's going to be a cool, fun time of gaming and just palling around. So that's what we're doing November 17th through 19th. So come check that out. Next week, we're going to have some cool videos coming out. We're going to have the unboxing of the homes that Game Topper sent us. That's going to be going up next week. I am going to be doing reviews of at least After Us and Resurgence. At least those 2 reviews will be going up next week. We're also going to have a two dudes review of EOS, Island of Angels. JT and I recorded that last night, so we'll be putting that up probably on Tuesday, I believe. So you can be on the lookout for that. But that's what we've got coming up. We've got another installment of the Top 100 coming up. I believe it's 40 through 31 coming up next week. That's going to be on Wednesday. And we'll have another Why It's There video. I didn't do one last week, I don't think.
That's all right. We got a week.
So we'll get that going. But anyway, thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate you guys and gals. We'll see you on the flip side.
Bye, guys.
Take care.